Hello, everyone, and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I am your host, Carson, and today we are joined by our wonderful Psychic Kerrigan. How are you doing today, Kerrigan?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Carson. How are you?
I'm doing great. And so, before we get started, I do want to list off a few bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have a promo code going on. If you see at the bottom, if you use the code Kerrigan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, this is Kerrigan5. This code can be applied and used for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Kerrigan. But if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, make sure to stick around to find out Kerrigan's exact schedule later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I want to list off some ground rules for questions. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. This includes for medical treatments, medications, and pregnancy questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and court decisions. If you ask about another person, please make sure you do include their name. This allows Kerrigan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. And additionally, for the last 15 to 20 minutes of the stream, we will be switching to hokey questions, which are yes or no. So make sure to stick around for that. And Kerrigan also has another little special surprise as well. So without any further ado, I guess we can begin at answering some questions. All right. We have one from Lisa who says, hello. Do you see me and Jarrett eventually moving in together one day? And if so, can you see when?
Jared and Lisa. I do. I really do. And it's good. It's going to take, I feel like the energy's coming from you, Lisa. You got to get a few more ducks lined up in a row, make some more changes. And Jarrett does too. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to happen. You could be looking as early as fall, but no later than winter.
Awesome. Well, that's a pretty soon timeline, I guess. At least it's this year, too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now we have one from Haley who says, will I see Andrew again? And can you tell me what his feelings are for me?
Okay, this doesn't feel like it's brand spanking new with Andrew and Haley. It feels like there's some history here. Um, his feelings for you are definitely romantic feelings. I feel like he is stalling. And it's not because of him or emotions or anything like that or anything that you've done. I feel like he just reminds me of that song too much time on my hands, but he doesn't have too much time on his hands. He has very little time on his hands. And I feel like his fast-paced life, fast-paced energy and thought processes that are always fast is really an obstacle why um, you haven't seen each other sooner. Um, but he does deeply care about you. I feel like he doesn't want to disappoint you. That's why he's not sending you, consistency and frequency with communication and giving you these wonderful terms of endearment to where I want to see you on May 19th, and I can't wait to see you. And like that part of it isn't what he's able to do. I feel like he has obstacles that's preventing him from seeing you. But spirits have a way of just putting their hands in the pot, so to speak, and I feel like he will be led back to you. And gosh, I don't know why I have so many songs going through my head, but that Taylor Dane song, "Love Will Lead You Back," that was one when I was a teenager. That's what I hear. Love will lead you back. So I feel like you will be together, and then what both of you do with that from that foot forward um, will be in that ball will be in your court, whether you want to have a beautiful goodbye or if you want to work on it again. I just feel like it's not going to be consistent until we get into next year.
Awesome. And so we have one from Samantha who asks, do you think I have met my soulmate already?
Yes, but your lover soulmate is the real question.
Oh, okay.
because
That
there's
is true.
Yeah, there's let me do some soulmate education real quick. We all meet our soulmates. We do. Heck, Carson and I might be soulmates. Who knows? We kind of look alike. But I mean, we have, our children, our parents, our furry friends, our four-legged furry friends, they all could be soulmates. But really detecting is that your lover soulmate. And honest to goodness, in one lifetime, we could maybe have one to two different soulmates. Soulmate isn't Calvinistic. It's not graved in stone because of our free will. So that's something that we have to understand. There's no blueprint when it comes to soulmates. But have you met one that was a lover? Yeah, the one that probably broke your heart and left you crying, and you watching TV for weeks, and your friend probably had to come and pull you up and give you that pep talk. Yeah, absolutely. But will you meet another one? Yeah, I feel like you will. I do. Just be open to it. Be open and willing to receive it. Absolutely, Samantha. It isn't. Um, I tell a lot of people it's not like you're going to end up like one of the Golden Girls on a Saturday night cheesecake. That's not going to be you. And I certainly don't feel like you're going to be Blanche Devereaux either, always out and about. But, I do feel like you will meet that person that knocks your socks off, that you have that connection with, that reciprocates the amount of energy that you reciprocate to them. Yes. And you'll feel that pizzazz, and you'll feel that eternal flame that keeps going on and on. So that will happen for you.
Awesome. And so we have one from Tiara who asks, "Hi, do you know what Jaylani's intentions are with me, and can I trust him?"
Not yet. No, that's first what I heard. Not yet. His intentions. I don't feel like he's a player. I don't feel like that. But I feel like he's got to settle his butt down a little bit. He's not ready for what you're ready for. You're ready for stability, commitment, building life together, planning things out, mapping things out, getting everything put in order to be successful as partnership. He's not there yet, but continue to see this through. And if at any time you feel like a certain way, like this maybe not isn't this isn't for me, it's okay to surrender and release, and just do it very nicely, and just understand that you're a lot more advanced than Jelani right now. You truly are. You really are.
Awesome. Okay. I just saw one. All right. We have one from Mirna who says, "Hello, Kerrigan. I have really been missing my grandpa, whose name is Ramon. Does he have a message for me?"
There is a lot of sunshine that is being given to you from him. It makes me feel like he's shedding the light upon you. A lot of warmth, a lot of love, a lot of pride. Um, when it comes to you, he's um, he's showing me there's some snakes, not ones that slither around, like metaphorical snakes, like negative people that he'd like to see leave your life. But he says that you have to have the initiative to stand your ground and politely let them know that you have boundaries. And if they don't wish to respect those boundaries, then they need to go. Um, but that's one thing that he was saying. But he's also saying, no worries about how you're going to put food on the table, which we got to rewind. If we don't have money, that means we don't have food. So your finances are good, and then we'll be getting better, a lot better. I do see that, especially with the solar energy that's coming down on you. He says that too, that you're hard to. He speaks in a different dimension. Um, you're hard to keep up with, is what I heard. So um, try to write down what you would like to say to him, and then read it to him, and make it specific things that you need, specific obstacles that you want removed from your energy, from you. That will help him know what direction to give you that blast, that gut feeling inside of you, and listen to that first gut feeling. Listen to it, feel it thoroughly, and react upon it. That second, I say this a lot. You may have heard on other live feeds that second thought process we have is doubt, and we're taught to doubt. We all are. We're all taught to be a certain way, and if we're not that certain way, then we start to doubt ourselves. So you don't have to do that. Not in this day and age. You can be anything you want to be.
Yeah.
Anything. And I really think that doubting process that you have, like, when something's right, when something isn't right. And instead of being that nice person all the time and not wanting to disappoint someone or let somebody down, you sacrifice you. And that is what needs to stop. That has to stop. So boundaries, and don't be scared of it either. It'll take some practice. It took me a couple of years to practice those, but those boundaries that you have, it's very important that you start to administer them, not just with, close family and friends, but people that are kind of slithery that are around you, kind of like snakes.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to make sure that you're at least getting the positive energy that you give out too.
Yeah.
So awesome. We have one now from Doreen who asks, do you see Tom finally being the one for me?
Let's see. Let me use my pendulum. So, Doreen, is Tom finally the one for Doreen? Could you show me? There's more to come. Yes, he could be the one, and he really can be the one for you. But I also feel like they're going to start throwing you some other people on your path too that you can choose from. Now, listen, you don't have to choose them. And is it going to prevent you from getting to your greater self if you don't choose them? No, because remember, we have free will. What we choose to do will open up other doorways and other avenues of life. But I'm not so sure they want you to put all of your love chips on the Tom table right now. I know that's what you want. I know it is because I can feel it from head to toe. But just remember, even if it's 1% in the back of your mind, make sure that you at least keep that 1% open to other people that are admiring you.
Awesome. And we have one from Michelle now who says, hello, will I change careers soon? And do you see my finances improving soon?
Michelle, changing career soon, yes. No later than the end of June. You can change your career. You have that opportunity to do it. Now, you don't have to walk through that door. If you want to slow it down and push pause and wait until like August timeframe, you definitely can do that too. Absolutely 100%. But I do see your finances improving when you do make that career change because you're going to feel that extra spunkiness inside of you. You're going to be alive again. There's going to be um, new things that you get excited about. And I feel like right now you're not so excited about what you're doing, and that could weigh you down a little bit. It really could, and I feel like it is. So, as soon as you can, don't delay. Just don't. When that opportunity comes a knocking, thank the tree spirits, because I always say when you knock on wood, you should thank the tree spirits. It's really not a superstition, but definitely do that. Definitely for sure. When that first um, opportunity comes, really examine it. And I just keep feeling like Anne is in a deck, Adoring Virtue deck of cards that I used to use to do divination. Anne was a goddess, and they say, take that leap of faith, take that leap of faith. And I actually saw that card come up in my mind's eye that I saw Anne. So I feel like you need to take that leap of faith.
Yeah. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of a risk like that to honestly pay off a lot. But yeah, as long as it's very calculated and well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. We have one next from John who asks, hi, Kerrigan. Do you think, or when do you see me and Tammy reuniting?
Well, let's ask first, if you will.
Yeah.
Let's look at that, and then I'll psychically tune in to see when it will be. So it's John and Tammy. Spirits here with me at the table. Will John and Tammy yes, you will. You'll reunite. Um, Oh boy. So I feel like there's something that happened in April, and April already happened. So it's not a whole year from now. You might be looking at 4 or 5 months before it's 100% reunion. Love you, squeeze you, kiss you, call you George. All that stuff is in place 100%. But I feel if we rewind just a little bit, there, there's going to be more fluent communication between the both of you that leads up to that. That's going to let you know you're on point. That knowing you're on point will happen before the actual 100% reunion. So it's coming.
Awesome. And we have one next from Nina, who asks, "Hi, do you see me ever getting married again?"
I feel like you will. I do. I really do. Don't give up on love. Don't do that. But let's just double, triple check here. Nina, is Nina? Yes, Nina, yes. You will be married again. Yes. No worries there. Just choose wisely. You can't spend the rest of your life with that person. You can't bounce out. Yes, you can if you need to.
Awesome. We have one from Pam, who says, "Will I get a new house?"
Yes. I see like at least 4 bedrooms, but like 3 stories. Saw like white siding and brick. I did see that very, very quickly and very clearly. Yes.
Awesome. And we have one from Julie, who asks, will Joseph propose soon?"
I feel like yes, but I want to triple check here with my handy dandy awesome crystal. Is Joseph going to propose to Julie soon? Yes. Double confirmation, yes.
Awesome. And we have one from Erica now, who says, "Will Chris and I get back together?"
I don't feel like it. I don't. And I'll tell you why here in a minute, but just let me triple check. Erica and Chris, will they get back together? And that's saying no here too. Chris isn't ready. Chris just isn't ready for what you can offer. Chris needs to learn how to settle down. I'm being very honest with you. You are ready for stability, to build, to be successful, just like the other lady was in the beginning. You're there. You're absolutely there. And Chris isn't there yet. And there's a lot of tension still between you and Chris too. And what I'm hearing is Chris doesn't know how to forgive and forget. Chris just he'll say he is forgiven and he says that he forgets, but the moment that something goes south, you're blamed for it. And that's not, you don't want that toxicity. You don't. Now, will you have to communicate with each other before you decide maybe Chris isn't for me and I'm going to move forward? You will, but don't spend so much time there, um, Erica, on submitting yourself to negative energy, because it just brings down your vibe, and I don't want to see anybody's vibe brought down. That's not fair to you. It's not fair to the people around you, and you deserve better than that.
Exactly. All right. Now that we are about 20 minutes into the stream, I do want to remind everybody to first to like and subscribe to our channel, especially if you are enjoying. And remember to share so that way we can get all of our questions answered. Well, not every question. There's a lot of viewers out there, but as many as we possibly can. And yes, now for our promo code, we do have one available, and that one is Kerrigan 5. Using that Kerrigan 5 code, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, this is Kerrigan 5. This code can be applied and used for any psychic. But Kerrigan, why don't you go ahead and tell us your upcoming schedule and regular schedule?
I believe Tuesday through Saturday, I start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that's for sure. And then I can't remember what's after it, but I know I'm on it Tuesday through Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's like 4 more hours that I'm on during that day too, and some in the evening as well. But I'm on chat a lot. I love chat, and a lot of people that communicate with me that call into California Psychics, they prefer the chat. So I'm always on that. You can always find me on chat.
And then
But for actual calls, yeah, I'll be on it too.
there's also appointments as well for whenever Kerrigan is able to accept them. And so, yeah, go ahead and try and get them booked if you are looking for a one-on-one reading with her. But awesome. Let's go ahead and jump back right into answering some questions. All right. All right. We have one from Octavia who says, "Will Derek and I reconnect?"
Yes, you will. You will. But I don't feel like he's going to bring it. And what I mean by that is he's not going to meet your expectations. And it's not that you have out of this world expectations, because you don't. You have very good expectations that anybody should have. It's just that Derek isn't going to be able to give you what you need, and that's going to cause some conflict. But at the same time, I do see when we get into August, and you probably don't want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, you are going to have somebody that meets your needs, somebody that is pretty much the same as you, but just in a different version of you. And that's the ticket right there. So look forward to that. And don't be just like, August, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and visualize it happening, right? But don't carve it in stone that if it doesn't happen in August, then it's never going to happen, because that's not true either. What you do from right now until then, it could change things a little bit with timing. Remember that, but it's going to happen about that time frame that it's just going to hit you. It's going to hit you, and you're going to be happy about it. So be open to it, even if you still have feelings, like a certain way of feelings for Derek. At least the worst case scenario is you could make a really good friend with somebody new, and then see how you feel afterwards. But be honest with the person that's coming in. If you do have certain feelings still for Derek, make sure you just 100% transparency, because going into any relationship requires 100% honesty, not hiding anything or incomplete truths, because that's not a real friendship or the beginning foundation of like a future partnership.
Exactly.
Hmm.
All right. We have one now from Jess who asks, "Hi, Kerrigan. Do you think I am meant to work as a recruiter or something else? Thank you so much."
I feel like you are meant to work as a recruiter. I just feel like you need to take a little bit of a break. You do. You need to just like maybe, just put your feet in the sand or the water or something. I almost said snow. Please don't put your feet in the snow. Put your feet in the sand or the water, or the swimming pool or something, and pull in that solar energy, because I feel like you're a bit tired, Jess. I do. And when we're tired, we get frustrated. When we get frustrated, we see things from a negative perspective. And I do feel like you are meant to work as a recruiter 100%. I just feel like you got to believe it, and you got to give yourself some time to regroup, refresh, restart. But it's gonna be good for you in that department for sure.
Awesome. All right. We have one next from Mary Ann who says, "Hi, Kerrigan. Do you have any insight in the future to my love life, please? Thank you so much."
Hmm. Well, Marianne, I definitely feel like you will be dating. I feel like you'll probably be dating this year. They're not showing me exactly when, but I know it's this year. We're already done halfway through spring, so more than likely midsummer and October. But by the end of the year, you should know exactly where you want to be and who it is that you want to settle down with. Will they want to settle down with you is the question. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. We can see what we can see, but let's see if they'll. Yeah, yeah, they will. They will. I heard a name, but I don't want to give you the name, because I don't want you, like, the hocus pocus ladies looking for that name. And then you're going to skip out on somebody that might have a very similar name or something. And then that was the person. And then you skipped it. That's why I don't like to give out names when they come through, unless it's let's talk. I think we need to talk, because I did hear the name, and I remember Marianne I'll remember that. But I did hear name, and I'm pretty sure it's their name, unless it was an ancestor from spirit that was actually coming through for you to let you have that confirmation. Which about 50% maybe. I think it was their real name.
Awesome. And that is pretty interesting too. I hope they do give a call to follow up. Next, we have one from Shauna who says, "Will me and William get back together? I feel like he is my twin flame."
Twin flames are identical people, like in physiological and like if you're a musician, they'll probably be a musician. If you're a painter, they'll probably be a painter, and you look alike. And I know my husband and I, we had the same mole, we had the same scar. You know, you got to look for those things. But is the twin flame the end of all? Like, if you're not with your twin flame, will you ever find love again? Yes, you will. Yeah, could he be your twin flame if it's heartbreaking? Yep. If you are crying at night because, William isn't giving you what you deserve and what you need, and vice versa. Yeah, twin flames are tough. They're so tough. They are. But I do believe in them. And I do know that we have free will. You don't have to choose him. You can have a happier life on the other side of the fence. I'm not saying that the grass is always greener on the other side, but sometimes it is, especially when you're not getting what you need. And if you can't get what you need, how are you going to progress for yourself, your family, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So could he be? Yeah. But is he the one for you? That's up for you to decide. I feel like there's a lot of heartbreak and tragedy there. And if you don't get that worked out this year, you're probably gonna have to cut it loose, or else you're not gonna feel great. And I don't want to see that happen to you.
Exactly. You do want to have somebody who, I guess, yeah, reciprocates that positive energy towards you. And so, yeah, it is a growing relationship and a relationship where you can both grow. But awesome. We have one from Stacy next who says, "Hi Kerrigan, do you see me being in a serious relationship this year?"
Dating, yes, 100%. Next year, probably settling down and getting very serious. Yes.
Awesome. And okay. We have one from Angelica.
I just
This
saw that.
do you see me possibly staying at my current job, and do you possibly see anybody new coming into my life in terms of love?
You're going to stay at your current job a little bit longer, but Halloween timeframe, you'll probably find something brand spanking new, and then you'll excel and you'll be happy. I just see ivy, like ivy that climbs up the walls, it stretches, it explores. That's going to happen 100%. Anybody new coming into your life for love? Yeah, but be super duper picky, because I love you, but I don't feel like you pick good people. There's no easy way to say that. You've always settled, you've settled. And I feel this time going into it, what that feeling is, to feel like, to accommodate somebody and not get the accommodation back. And no, take it slow. An old psychic that's no longer, well, not old, but a psychic that, helped me develop my psychic abilities. She's in spirit. She'd always taught me, if you move, if you, how she say this, because this is important for you. Um, if you move too fast, it won't last. But if you move slow, it will grow. And that's so important. So when you get to that pivotal point of meeting that person, I mean, take it molasses slow. Let that let that molasses just drip out of the jar, okay? Because you want to take it slow so it can continuously grow. If and some people would say, well, if you take it too slow, they'll find somebody else. They find somebody else, they weren't worth it, were they? No. So you have to do it at your own pace and communicate why you're taking it slow, because you want it to grow. You want it to be, nothing's ever perfect in life. Um, it's never perfect in life, but can it get close to perfect? If you work together, it sure can. And that's what you're looking for, somebody to work with you to get as practically perfect as you possibly can. And I really feel from the core of my heart that that will happen for you. Will it be this year? More next year, but it's coming. And peruse around, see, talk to some people, remind yourself what you like, remind yourself what you don't like, because right now it's a platform for you and only you to discover what it is that you want in somebody without taking any kind of exceptions if they're going to be throw you any kind of shade or anything like that. You don't want any of that. You
Yeah.
just you do not.
Okay. Next, we have one from Dawn who asks, "Hi, Kerrigan. I think I've been pretty unlucky in love. Will I find reciprocated love at some point? And if so, when?"
When is the $1,000,000 question, Dawn? It really is. And I'm going to let you know, yes, you will. You will. But there's some things I feel that the spirits that are with me want me to tell you that, you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Your eggs, like the ones that you made, to give them away and give them away and give them away. And then what? You got no eggs to crack to make your omelet in the morning, right? And because you're always giving, you're always so giving. And it's hard for you not to want to do that, because I feel like that roots back a little bit further where you weren't feeling so accepted by other people. Even when you were a little girl, I just want to hug you. I really do. It makes my heart break that you had felt like that. And I'm feeling it. I mean, I got cold chills. I know I'm on point. Um, but I feel like you don't even have high expectations. You just, go by golly, you just want somebody to be on time. Don't cause any disturbances. Don't actively go out and find somebody else. You know what I mean? And for the love of God, on Friday mornings, please take out the trash. That's your chore. Like little things, little things. And it's not like you're asking them to capture the moon in I don't know, what do you call it, a lasso or something like that, and just give it to you. You're not asking for a $5 million rock on your finger either. You don't care about stuff like that. You truly just want somebody that's going to be genuine, make you laugh, be there for you. Like if you're not having a great day, talk about it. A communicator, you need the communicator. But I feel like you will be blessed with somebody that is very intuitive. And I hear that. I hear that being said. So I don't want you to go out there and look for, super duper psychic, but I definitely want you to go and understand that there's somebody that has that empathy and is an empath that you'll probably end up with. And I feel like it's coming. I really, really do. I truly do. And I'm not saying it's a nerdy, sensitive person or anything like that, but I'm telling you, those are the best ones, really. But it's more about the next 3 months. Really reel yourself in. Know one, and I know you've done it before, but redraft it. What do you like? What don't you like? What do you want? What don't you want? And then surrender and release it. And with no doubt, and this is the hardest part, with no doubt, trust that it will manifest for you and it will come to you. But when you've got to do some work first. God, I hate saying that to you because I know you've done so much, but it's almost like you're at the last quarter mile of that work that you have to do. You really, really are. You put in so much hard work on self-love and putting your foot down where it needs to be put down. You have, I can see all of that, but still there's little triggers. There is, I can hear them. Like if somebody says something to you, you're gonna don't take it personal anymore. They just think of it as, they just said it. You have to, like, and I'm not talking about love relationships, I'm talking about other people. Because when you hear things like at work or in passing, or somebody says something to you, it really can shift your mood. It can, and it can bring you down. And I don't want to see you be brought down any more than you already have been brought down. That's the last thing I want to see for you. Gosh, I want to cry for a minute for whatever reason. Hopefully you're not. But I'm very, very serious. You will find that person that is going to treat you the way that you would want to treat someone. And I really feel strong that they're going to be a major empath or some type of an intuitive. Hopefully they're not crazy like me and like see dead people at the end of their bed and have a conversation with them. Because good Lord, Roman knows that I sometimes he's like, Kerrigan, no more dead people at the bottom of the bed. So I don't wish that on you, but I do wish you just the next couple of months. Listen, if somebody is interested in you, like I said before, be 100% brutally honest with them. Let them know where you are, and remember what my previous psychic always taught me: if you move too fast, it won't last. So take those conversations and those experiences slow, so they can absolutely grow. It's like we don't throw a seed in the flower in the potting soil and expect to wake up tomorrow morning and it's a beautiful rose bush. I know everybody wants that instant gratification. I'm guilty of it too. I am, but life don't work like that. It don't. So plant this. You know what, too? Dawn, seriously, at dawn. I know it's gonna be hard to get up, but get up at when the sun is coming up and plant some seeds in like a little pot, and keep them and nourish them. And when it starts to grow, honest to goodness, that's when it's probably all going to start to roll out for you. So you might be looking at 6 to 8 weeks before somebody fancies you. And if they're not for you, at least you made a friend, you know, move forward, keep going. But I know it's going to happen for you. You're not gonna end up like those old maid cards that have all the
Yeah.
with them.
Okay. That's a great one too. Now we have one from Tori who asks, "Hello, do you see any new love coming in for me soon?"
Yes, but let's just triple check. Hold on. Tori H. Energy and vibration. Yes, it says yes too. It says yes too. So I want to look at, hold on. Can you show me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Thank you. One moment, please. 8 August. You're looking about 8. It's 8 o'clock on my side, which represents 8, which is August. So you might be looking at August when it's like, oh my gosh, this might be the one. You know what I mean? It might be the one in August, but definitely keep your options open and stay alert. Stay very, very alert, this month, next month, and the following months. But I think you're going to be dancing a new dance in August for sure.
Okay. And we have one next from Danielle who says, "I am stuck in a bad relationship at the moment with my current boyfriend. Do you see me and him separating soon?"
I'm sorry that you're stuck in that bad relationship. I was stuck in one of those for 15 years. Okay. That's not fun. It's not. And there is so much brighter, wonderful things on the other side.
Exactly.
Get your ducks lined up in a row. Get your support system put in place. Save a little bit of money just so you don't have anxiety when you pull Jenny from Forrest Gump and walk out the door, okay? For real. But are you separation soon? I don't think it's going to go past summer. I don't. It gives you ample enough time, plenty enough time not to feel that rush of anxiety, and get your stuff together, and be 100% honest with yourself when you do it too. Okay? Try to be kind when you go. Try to be as kind as you can. But the toxicity, and why I say that is it's going to be so toxic when you do go. Just remember you're first. You are first. And put that in your alarm every day that you set up, like how we set up our phones to wake up at 7 a.m. I am first. Make that the setting for your alarm.
That's a great way to, like, again, reaffirm to yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have one from Vanessa who says, "Can you please tell me what you see in the future in terms with me and Jeremy, with being serious and having future kids? I am a Leo and he is a Sagittarius." Okay. Did you get
Well,
that?
I can't talk about the kids because I'm not a medical doctor.
Yes.
And I don't like to talk about kids anyway. Because my granddaughter just got me sick. I'm just joking. But with the both of you, yeah, you will have a future together. You will. Absolutely, 100%. I can't tell you or not whether he's going to be serious about building a family, but loving you, yes, he is serious. Having a life with you, absolutely 100% emotionally serious. You guys are going to have to work out the family planning together. You will. I'm so sorry I can't answer that part of it.
All right. We have one next from Farid who says, "Is there any love coming up for me soon?"
Yeah, my friend Elena's single. I'm just joking. Beautiful girl. Let's see. Yes, I feel like yes, but let's just double triple check here. Hold on. Well, Elena and no, I'm just joking. Hold on. Free. Yes, yes, absolutely. You will have love coming to you soon. Spring, and it is spring. So don't fall in love with love because you've done that before, and I see that. You've fallen in love with the idea of being in love and what you can give and how you can shower someone and then they can't give it back and then it causes complications. Really take it slow. Take it slow. When you fall in love slow, listen to some Chet Baker. He's a great musician to teach you how to do that for sure.
All right. Now, I guess with about 15, 20-ish minutes left in the stream, I want to go ahead and switch over, and we're going to go ahead and remind everybody one more time to about the promo code. So we have that promo code Kerrigan5. You can use that to get $5 off on any new customer package on our website. Kerrigan, why don't you go ahead and tell us your schedule one more time for those who are wanting to use that for a one-on-one reading with you.
Yes, thank you. Tuesday through Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for sure. I'm looking to see what other hours I scheduled. But I'm going to be honest, I'm always on chat. Looks like 2 to 3, Tuesday through Saturday, and 4 to 6 is what it looks like.
Awesome. All right. And now I guess we can go ahead and switch to our hokey questions. And Kerrigan, do you want to go ahead and reveal what else you have with Mr. Predicto?
Yes. Now, this is just to totally raise the vibration because everything's sometimes so serious. And let's just, let's do a little bit of entertainment to lift up our vibes and get ready to have those good vibes to just distribute all of those good vibes for the rest of the week. This is a very haunted object. If you've seen my past live feeds, you know I like haunted things. And I do. I didn't even take it out of the plastic. It's so haunted. It's Mr. Predicto. So if you have yes or no questions, and this is just for fun, but I'm going to tell you, Mr. Predicto has been spot on for like the past 3 weeks when like my friends come over and stuff. And, Miss Elena's like, is my ever going to find my soulmate? And Mr. Predicto says, the answer is yes. And I mean, like, it's for real. Like, it's truly for real. But we have to say it's just for fun because it is Mr. Predicto. So if anybody has a yes or no question, please type it in and I will be like, so is the first yes or no question going to be about love?
Everything points to yes.
So, yeah, we have a little bit of a fun thing to try out in case you are just wondering.
Sorry, I accidentally hit it.
And then, so if you are wanting to get an answer from Mr. Predicto in Kerrigan, go ahead and make sure you type out Mr. Predicto in your question, and we will be able to use that for your question. But Kerrigan will be now switching to hokey questions plus Mr. Predicto. So they will be question. Please ask your questions in the form of, or that can be answered in yes or no form. So, all right, I guess we have one coming up soon from Teddy, or one coming from Teddy, who says, am I having a new relationship coming up? My name is Teddy.
Will Teddy have a new relationship coming up, Mr. Predicto?
Now is not the right time to tell you.
Well, now is. Will Teddy have?
Yes.
Yes, and you will. Teddy, you truly will.
All right. Do you see? All right, Susan, I got a little jump the gun there. Do you see my financial situation getting better soon?
I do, but let's ask Mr. Predicto too. Mr. Predicto, will Susan's financial situation get better, please?
It is a strong possibility.
Yes, it's a strong possibility. Good.
All right. We have one from Rooney. He says, hi, Mr. Predicto and Kerrigan. Different Dawn here. Will I see Dave again? Thank you.
Rooney, will I see Dave again? We're going to see Dave again, Mr. Predicto.
It is a certainty.
Yes. Yeah, you will. I love to do the whole thing with my hand. It makes me feel magical.
All right. We have one next from Jennifer, who says, another Mr. Predicto question. Will I be in a relationship soon?
Will Jennifer be in a relationship soon, Mr. Predicto?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure.
For sure.
All right. Now, Kerrigan, one for you. We have one from Amelia who says, do you see me leaving Texas?
Amelia leaving Texas. Amelia leaving Texas. Yes, you will, but give yourself at least 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks before you moves. Yes.
All right. We have one next from Regina, who has one for Mr. Predicto. Regina asks, will I find love?
Okay. Mr. Predicto, will Regina find love?
The signs say no.
Don't listen to him.
Okay.
Psychic versus machine. We're going to do that show one day.
So Kerrigan predicts, and we trust Kerrigan way more, that yes, you will find love very soon, Regina.
You will. You will,
All right.
Regina. Give yourself some time. I do see an older guy, not like old, like, you know, like Rip Van Winkle, or that was an old cartoon character, I think it was. Not old, but an older, like there's facial hair. I did see that, but please just don't look for people that are older with facial hair, because you could miss out on something really good. Okay. There's going to be a few opportunities that you do have for love, and honest to goodness, the best thing to do is see how you feel in those moments. Okay. But yeah, you will. You're not going to end up like my cousin Kayla with 9 cats. You're not going to be like her.
All right. Now, I see kind of my camera going a little bit crazy there. I don't know if you're seeing that too.
I'm sorry.
Would you mind if I go ahead and just hid my face so that way it's a little bit less distracting for your for our viewers?
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll still be here. All right. Next, we have one from Adrienne, who says, is it in my best interest to take the job that I was offered?
Well, I got to know what the job is, honey. That's important for accuracy. I got to know what the job is. Could you maybe write it in?
All right. If we see another question from Adrienne, I will make sure to go ahead and get that one. And yes, make sure you specify a little bit more about that job. Next, we have one from Shelly, who asks for Mr. Predicto, will I find love soon? Another one.
Mr. Predicto. Now, I want you to be real. For real, for real. Will Shelly M find love soon?
The answer you seek is yes.
Yes! And
right.
honestly, yes. Yes, you will, Shelly. You will. You're young.
Okay. Mr. Predicto, we have one from Jasmine, who says, is Delpreet my soulmate?
Oh, boy. Let's see. Delpreet, Jasmine's soulmate.
No.
And the reason probably why is because we were talking about soulmate education. We have so many different soulmates in one lifetime. It's probably not picking up Delpreet. So if you want to talk about that, or text or chat, or I'm sorry, not text, but chat, we can totally do that. And I'll help you. But I feel I'm with Mr. Predicto on this one. I really am. And I feel like no.
Which is a bit unfortunate, but at the end of the day, yeah, we do have multiple soulmates, and it all comes down to, yes, growth and making sure that we are going to the right person, and making sure that person does reciprocate that right energy for us. So,
Yes.
All right. We have one next from... Actually, we do not have a name, so unfortunately, we will not be able to answer this question. We do have one next from Cynthia, though, hello, will I find my forever love this year?
About Thanksgiving time frame, yes. Absolutely 100% yes. But there is holiday festivities about is when it's really going to happen. You may meet them a little bit earlier, but knowing 100% knowing with no doubt will be around the holidays of like Thanksgiving.
All right. Next, we have one from Mika who asks, am I going to travel soon?
I wouldn't go past a month's time frame. I feel like that's too long. So yes, you will be traveling very soon.
All right. And we have another Mr. Predicto, will I find love question from Melissa.
Melissa, Mr. Predicto. Will Melissa find love soon? Melissa Lewis. She find love soon.
Yes.
Yes.
It is certain.
It's certain. Yes. And you will. You absolutely will, Melissa.
All right. We have that follow-up or the additional information from Adrienne, who says the job offer is a paralegal job, which is a promotion. Her current job has made a counter offer. Should she take that position? Or should she take the new position or stay with her current company?
They want to keep you. Holy cow, they want to keep you. But you're already gone. Your mind is already in the new job. You may as well just go ahead and take it, honestly. But make sure you write down your list of pros and cons, okay? It's not going to confuse you. It's just going to confirm for you. But I feel like your mind's already there. Your mind's already in the new job.
Yeah, and sometimes you really don't know that your mind is really sometimes made up, even just without even knowing, just going through subconscious actions of moving forward, and it's just, I guess, our way of letting us know that we are ready to move forward too. All right, we have one from Jamie who asks, "Do you see a different career path for me?"
There's new coming for you when it comes to terms of career. I just feel like you're not going to help so many people anymore. You're actually going to do things that benefit you more. Like you're not going to. It just reminds me of a painting that I have in the back where there's a lady that's just handing out food and water to soldiers and many like a field of soldiers, and it's just one nurse that's just there. So I don't feel like you're going to be like her. I feel like it's time for you to actually do something for you. So yeah, you will be doing a different career path very, very soon that benefits you and is solely proprietary around you.
All right. We have one for both you and Mr. Predicto from Verena. Excuse me if I mispronounced that. Hi, Kerrigan and Mr. Predicto. Do you see any career changes and financial changes for me soon?
All right, Mr. Predicto, I do, but let's see what Mr. Predicto says. Remember, it's psychic versus Mr. Predicto. So, all right. Do you see career changes and financial changes for Verena soon?
The outcome cannot be predicted.
You will. You definitely will see those changes in career. And I just feel like, because psychically here, like I see a man from spirit putting 5 golden coins on the table for you, and it's not silver, it's gold. Gold is worth more. That could represent 5 weeks, could represent May, because May is 5. Could even be as soon as 5 days. I don't feel like it's 5 months. That's too long. But knowing that you have that gold coming to you from an ancestor that's male, that means that your finances will be definitely increasing. They'll get better. And I do feel like your career change will be part of that. So it's all kind of putting that piece of the puzzle together.
Awesome. All right. Next, we have one from Deborah who asks, will my relationship with Rick grow into something more?
I feel like it will. I do. And I feel like as we move through May, it's going to get more of a bond together with the both of you. As we go into June, it feels like it's a little bit more intense too, July, you might have some ups and downs, but work through it. Okay. Definitely work through it. I wonder what the heck that was. Did you see that?
No, I did not that time.
It was a spirit.
I was way too focused on the questions.
Mhm.
All right. We have one from Cindy Ann who asks, Mr. Predicto, will my finances improve soon?
Mr. Predicto, will Cindy's finances improve soon?
It has been determined so.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. We have one next from Priscilla who asks, do you see me reconnecting with Patrick?
You would have to do the work, and you don't want to do the work anymore, Priscilla. You've already put in all the work that you possibly can. It's honestly, it's best to keep your options open for somebody brand spanking new that's going to come in. Will Patrick make a roundabout once he finds out that maybe you're in love with somebody else? Absolutely. But confront that when it happens. For real. You've already tried. You've tried a dozen times, if not more. Why keep doing that? Okay.
Exactly. All right. And we have one next from Marianne who says, Kerrigan versus Mr. Predicto. Is my twin flame coming into my life this year? Or will the answers be the same?
Let's see. Mr. Predicto, will Marianne Ryan's twin flame come into her life this year?
There is no doubt.
All right. We got the same answer. We got the perfect tag team over there.
Now I get to point my cat, and then we'll be good to go.
All right.
We'll have her tap her tail 3 times.
All righty. And we have one next from Tiffany who asks, do you see law being the right career path for me?
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Yes. I don't even, yeah, it was yes, 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 yes. It's going to be tough. It will be tough, but you stand up, get up, you stand up for the fight, stand up for your rights, stand up for everybody's rights. Definitely do it. Justica and Libra, Justica, the scales, math scales, Egyptian math scales. Yes, thank you in advance. And when you feel like you can't do it, remember me telling you thank you. And everybody else in this chat room would probably say thank you too. You just keep going. Burn that midnight oil and keep going.
Yes, and she says thank you as well.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
And all right. We have one from Andrea who says, Mr. Predicto, do you see me going back into my relationship?
All right. Mr. Predicto, is Andrea going back into the relationship?
Highly doubtful.
That's what I was feeling too. Don't do it. Just move forward. Move forward to better days.
All right. And now, I guess with 1 hour elapsed, I'm going to go ahead and try and turn on my camera very quickly. Hopefully this has fixed it. All right. It's a little bit shaky, but bear with me. With our full hour elapsed, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. And I want to have a big thank you to Kerrigan for joining us as well. Today really was a lot of fun, and we will be back next week with Psychic Kerrigan. But why don't you go ahead and tell us your schedule one more time, Kerrigan, for anybody who is looking for any follow-ups to any questions, or if they didn't have their question answered today.
Sure. Thank you. So Tuesday through Saturday, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m. You can always do a direct message. I'm always on chat. So either way, however you want to do it, I'm here.
Awesome. All right. And thank you, everybody, once again for joining us today. That is all we have for to you. And bye-bye.